Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. So this video is long overdue. I promised y'all a bohemian faux lock tutorial a few months ago. This is the style that I had when I was in Jamaica, and I'm finally getting around to doing this video. Today I'm just going to be showing y'all my technique and how I got this style. I'm going to take y'all to the hair store with me so y'all can see what hair I use, what edge control I use, I have, how I got it to look this natural. I'm going to be showing y'all all the tricks and techniques I use. This is actually my first time trying this technique. The real ones know I started my channel off by doing faux locks, so I was excited just to try something a little different, y'all. I'm sure you could probably achieve this look doing another technique, but I'm just here to show y'all how I did it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this review.
How I did my Bohemian Jumbo Faux locks. First stop is the hair store. I don't really know what hair to get or what I'm looking for, but we gon' figure it out together. Usually I get Marley hair or Jamaican twist hair when I get my Faux locks, but this time I was going for something a little different. So it was between this Punta Cana twist and this Afro twist by Nala Tress. I decided to go with the Afro twist because it was cheaper. Y'all know I'm cheap, LOL. I got 2 packs, one in 1B and the second pack in the number 2. Now I want to show y'all what edge control I'm using because I'm sure someone will ask. Y'all, I thought I was going to get the color 27 for a moment, but I wanted to look natural as possible, so I decided to stick with 1B, and this was the Jamaican twist hair I usually get, which is really good for Faux locks too, but it does have a shine to it, and it doesn't come with much hair. The edge control I usually get is flaky, and it turns white when it dries, so I'ma try something new. Please let me know what edge control y'all use because honestly, none of them work on my texture hair and melts in the sun. I think I'ma try this Magic Edge Effect edge control. Honestly, don't know which. I think I'ma get this one because it smells fruity and the hold level is 4. This one didn't make my hair flaky, but it did hold for about 4 to 5 hours, which is better than any other edge control I've ever used. Without further ado, I'm going to jump into the hair review.
Okay, y'all, I'm officially done with the Mean Girl voiceover. I just really love the way she says faux locks, so that's why I use that sound effect. So now let's go ahead and get into this review. So I'm 99.9% done with my hair. I literally just left 2 faux locks out so I can give y'all a detailed review. Also, I left a lot of baby hairs out. This is very optional, but I wanted to have extra baby hairs for vacation, y'all. This video was actually filmed a few months ago, right before I went to Jamaica, and a lot of y'all was asking me how I got my faux locks, so I did want to go ahead and get this video up for y'all. So the first thing that you're gonna need is rubber bands. I did do the rubber band method. Rubber bands, you're gonna need the Marley hair that I bought, which was the punta, I believe it was called the punta braid hair. Also, you're going to need some braiding hair. This is just regular braiding hair that I got from Amazon. This is how I achieved the thickness of the locks. So I took about, I would say 2 strands because this hair was already pre-stretched. I took about 2 strands, and this helps with the thickness and the messiness. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on the end of my crochet needle. I'm going to pull it through, and then I'm going to leave my natural hair in between the locks. So your natural hair should be covering the braiding hair should be covering your natural hair. You want to cover that up. Okay, you see, you got it covered up. And this is also where you would decide what length you want your lock to be, because this holds the thickness of the locks. If you want your lock to be thick all the way down, you want to add more hair to it. If you want it to get thinner, once you go further down, and then you can add less hair. So that's pretty much what I did here. So right now I'm just moving my edges out the way, and I'm going to go ahead and take my punta braid hair and start wrapping it around the base. You want to wrap it around about 3 to 4 times. It just depends on how tight you want it to be. Again, y'all, I wanted a really natural Rasta type of faux locks look, so I didn't wrap it too tight. I wrapped it, but I did it loosely. And as I'm wrapping, I'm going to take some of my braiding hair, just a little strain of braiding hair, and I'm going to pull it to the side. I'm going to wrap. It doesn't matter what direction you wrap. You can wrap clockwise or the other direction, y'all. But as you wrap, you want to make sure you're taking tiny bits of the braiding hair out. This is just my method. I haven't seen no one else do this method before. Usually people just crochet the hair at the end, but I decided that this works best for me. So once I get into my punta braid hair, I just go ahead and add some more. And again, you want to add it in to the desired length, if that makes sense. So the hair should never be even. So one side is going to hold the thickness of your braid, and the other side is going to be the longer side of your desired length, if that makes sense. So basically, y'all, I'm continuing to wrap. You want to make sure you wrap in the same direction. This will help with the longevity of the style. If you start wrapping in different directions, y'all, it might fall out. It's not going to work. So make sure you're wrapping in the same direction. And then once I got to the bottom, y'all, I wanted to give it that messy bohemian look. So I started to take my finger, and I purposely got my finger caught as I wrap. So as you can see, I have my thumb there, and I'm going to wrap my thumb about 3 times, and then I'm going to pull down. Wrap my thumb about 3 times and pull down. Also, for each log, I would say I used about 4 to 5 strands of the punta braid hair. And I'm wrapping my finger. You see, my finger is wrapped, and then I pull it down, and then you continue to pull your braiding hair out until you have no more braiding hair left. And how much braiding hair you pull out is up to you. It just depends on how messy you want it to look. I wanted it to look really messy, so I left a lot of braiding hair out, y'all. And I'm going to continue to just wrap. I'm pretty much getting to the end now. Again, once you get to the end, you take your Marley hair or punta braid hair, whatever hair you want to use. You go ahead and make one side shorter so it can maintain the thickness. This is very important, y'all. You should add a decent size of your Marley or punta braid hair. You should add a decent size because this is going to keep your thickness. So you're continuing to wrap. As you wrap, you still should be taking the braiding hair out. If you don't want it to be too messy, you don't have to take too much braiding hair out. But like I said, y'all, I wanted it to give bohemian. I wanted it to give like a messy look. I didn't want it to look neat. I finally got my baby hairs to my liking, we're gonna go ahead and tie them edges down with a satin scarf. I think I got this scarf literally from Walmart. You could probably order it on Amazon, y'all. Just get you any plain old satin scarf. It's important to get a satin scarf just simply because sometimes if you use a cotton scarf, it will stick to your edges. I made that mistake before, so make sure y'all get a satin scarf. I let that sit and dry for about 20 to 30 minutes. Once I was done, voila, this was my edges. Really like how it came out. Right here, I'm just taking my brush and I'm just making it a little more frizzy. This is kind of how I got that bohemian natural type of look, and I changed the texture of the locks by boiling it and brushing it out, y'all. I did this throughout my entire head, and that's how I achieved this look. Again, all the information on this hair will be linked down below. Y'all seen I got everything from my local beauty supply store, but I'm sure you can probably find something on Amazon or at your local beauty supply store as well. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Peace.